And that's my baby. I was doing like this. I said, come on, Kevin, get ready. Get ready, we about to go live. What you say boys do to get ready? What boys do to get ready?
What we do is really just
Yeah, I cannot with this boy. He is a hot flaming mess.
All right, okay, shut up.
Y'all, this is a complete spoiler review. So if you have not seen Godzilla v Kong, get on out of here. If you don't mind, we about to talk about it. Me and my man child right here.
Man,
bow down to your master.
You think you're gonna bow down to the stupid little ape? All right, so I'm gonna lead the review. Me.
He's gonna lead the review because he is the Godzilla king. He knows whatever. He knows all that stuff. I don't know. All I'm doing is watching the movie. So I'm here.
Kevin doesn't know how much I know myself. So I'm discussing the review.
Let me text some people why he start off with his hellos.
All right. Hello, people of Earth. I am your Titan guardian. Well, I'm only a guardian of nature, not you pathetic fleas. Okay. So, what I think about my movie? Yeah, I said my movie, not yours, Kong, because it's all about me. And I gotta say, I loved how cool I was in it, even though I barely had any part in it. I was just there for plot. I don't know why I did this. Okay, so I think it was awesome. What do you think, Kong?
I thought this was my movie. This was my movie. This was my movie.
Who cares about your ancestors?
This was my movie. Well, apparently the people who made the movie cared. Because
I'm the icon now. Even though my icon was made up of a bunch of lies. I'm still better.
All right, come on, recap this.
All right, so let's go.
What we're talking about?
Let's go on a full-on recap of the entire film.
We ain't gotta do the recap, but just touch on this stuff.
Yeah, I'm just gonna recap because
okay. No, that's good. It don't work for me because I didn't take notes.
Well, barely anything really happened. It was just a bunch of plot. That's how much that's pretty much the film. Bunch of plot, dope fight scenes. And Mega Godzilla.
No, come on, Kevin. You said you're gonna recap it. Let's start somewhere so we can have a discussion.
Oh, okay, fine. It starts off. I can't even know. I barely. All right, so listen. I'm just gonna talk about the stuff I liked about the film. I like the fight scenes pretty much. It was just about the fight scenes. And of course, I love the visuals. It looked visually stunning. I didn't think they would be able to cook up such a masterpiece because that thing was beautiful.
It was nice.
The Hollow Earth was so pretty. But I'm gonna rule it, Kong.
It was nice. It was very nice.
Seems like his own home, and we got some. Oh, and Kong fought some sort of bat creatures.
Okay, so he's doing not so much of a good job. Okay, so we're gonna start with the first fight scene, and the first fight scene is where we go with Kong because they were convinced. Who did they convince? Alexander Skarsgård and the big guy who stole Ghidorah and all that stuff in the back one. They stole all this stuff. They got all this money. They doing everything. They created all this research and all this other stuff, but they need access to.
They need access
to my man right here, to this guy right here. So, This guy right here is in a Skull Island monarch, like a what is it, like a make believe type thing, and they get him. The lady that is in charge of it, she was really instrumental in the movie. She was very important. Her and I thought it was her daughter, but it was not her daughter.
No, it's the girl. The girl's name is Gia.
Yeah,
You should know about all that.
Was the heart and the soul of this movie. I love Gia. She was phenomenal.
I think Gia is the last of her tribe on Skull Island because it seems like it's hers.
Right.
She's like the last because Kong that took place in like 1970 something. I don't know, 1970.
Okay, well, I don't know either. So if you don't know, I don't know. But
hey, that's just me. That's not Kevin. Okay,
that's just who him.
Oh, we have separate personalities. I'm my own being.
So,
well, it was 1975.
Where are we? So, okay, so they agree. And we established early on that this little girl has some magical powers.
No, she doesn't really
not powers,
no,
but
she can
communicate with him on a deeper level than most other people. They have a bond and a connection, right?
Yeah, like
okay, so
yeah, there's this part that you obviously have seen from the trailer where she makes a Kong doll and just gives it to Kong. I don't know what you're gonna do with that.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool. Like, I really liked what where they was going with it and all that stuff. I thought that really gave the movie some heart, and so I really loved that relationship between the little girl and Kong. It was so sweet, and I think that's why I'm King Kong's spirit partner, because I just relate to him on a human level. Where with Godzilla, like I think to relate to him, it would just have to be on a, what do you call that? It would have to be on like a power level, like how much power you have, because he's not relatable. Yeah, maybe he comes in and saves the day, but at the end of the day, I feel like Khan has some humanity to him. Like, it was like he's here for us.
I mean, like, you are an ape.
Yeah. And that's why I think I relate to him. That's why it's like, like, that's not what we're doing, but I'm just saying.
And don't forget, he's like completely like humanity, because like in Kong Skull Island, he threw a tree at perfect position at a helicopter. Only like a human can like do that.
Okay. Well, yeah, so he went the first battle, y'all. They take him, they're trying to transport him to where?
They're trying to transport him
to Antarctica, right?
Yeah, because Antarctica is where the hollow Earth has been located.
Hollow Earth is there.
And the hollow Earth just looks like a
But he is the one that can access it because of his ancestors. However, didn't we start seeing Godzilla going crazy about something before we got to this point?
Nah. He was getting super angry. He started walking.
Yeah, he just came coming up for no reason.
He just like and he's like
Look.
And I just love how obese Gojira is. Oh, thanks. I was going crazy in that film. I was just slashing, smacking, destroying everything in my path.
The fight scenes was really cool, y'all. So they saw Godzilla going crazy, but in the trailer, we saw Godzilla going crazy, and we was like, something is going on with him. Why is he going crazy like that? He just don't be attacking people. He's like coming to protect.
Do not forget, in the first fight scene when Kong and Godzilla fight, bro, Godzilla was just angry. He was just full on rage.
Kong, he was sedated and he was restrained.
What was I supposed to say? Oh my gosh.
88% restrained. I mean sedated. and he had the cuffs on until the humans thought they were going to die, and they needed him to save them. So that's why he lost round one, and because
nah. So you were in my territory.
He was in his territory,
and I was
with the
angry.
water, because water is like that's his thing. Kong, he's like a island land thing. Well, go ahead and talk, Cam, and it better be good.
You know, I can relate to the humans at some point. You know, they only need someone when they really need to save themselves, and that's pretty much me in a nutshell.
Okay, so.
And I appreciate that we got a fight in pure daylight.
Y'all, the fight scene was like, I was not expecting to see all of the spectacle that they presented. Like, it was beautiful.
And the other,
like, I mean, they were really like, and they was like really doing something, like really like hitting different places and different things,
and of course,
oh, what was that? Oh, wait a minute, he had the light thing come up, and he went like this up in the air,
because
after he came up with his atomic breath,
and it turned into an atomic ray, because if he stayed there, it would have straight up impaled him.
But then he grabbed something, and is that the time he found his axe in the first fight? When he that's when it was in the little Japan thing with all the lights and all that stuff.
In the Hollow Earth, they found the axe
with all the lights.
No, Hollow Earth doesn't have really lights.
Which one was that? The second fight?
Yeah, that was like that's like when you know the rich. That was like when you know the rich female antagonist. Like it's like, I'm gonna betray you because your father owns samples. And then that's when they died. That's like that.
Okay, so when he did that atomic breath, he did that in the beginning, the first fight, right? And he went down and he knocked it back in his mouth.
Oh no, that's like the final countdown.
Almost the third fight.
Yeah.
Or he was using
everything to block it. He used the freaking building to block an atomic blast. He used his own, like that was his ancestors' spinal that was on the axe. Yeah, he's like, what the heck? Okay. That's why they charge the same energy.
I had no idea. It did glow, but I didn't know that that's what that was about. All right, come on. Let's say something else. Where we going?
And also, we need to talk about the Mecha Godzilla.
Okay, so then we find out Mecha Godzilla is the thing, rather.
Mecha Godzilla
by all the rich people. They were making
by Apex. Apex created like the Apex Titan, and also Ren Zerasawa. He was pretty much just there to boot up the Apex, and he just died later. So his father's legacy, Dr. Zerasawa, the Dr. Zerasawa legacy is broken.
Because he died.
His son is so selfish. He decided to, oh my god.
Yeah, all of them died.
Like Zerasawa was like, he had faith in Gojira. But his son's like, nah, man is king.
Mm-hmm. What I didn't
I don't like how
what I don't like about critics and how they talk about this, and they be talking about, oh, the humans are boring. Okay, so this movie gave you all the fight that you could muster up. Like the fight was beautiful. It looked good. It was so like in the light. It was so good. It was so good.
Yeah, unlike the two other movies were dark as night. Like the first movie barely had any characters, barely character development. Like they're just there. The second movie actually had a lot of characters. They were all like likable. And the fights were very in the dark, so people could barely see what's going on. we all just got, I just call them dinosaurs. Titans. That's what they call them now. Titans.
Mm-hmm. It was Clash of the Titans.
The Clash of the Titans in the second film, and then
But yeah, it was good, y'all. I think with the movie was more Kong centric, and so I think people will be split. Let me just say this, because I don't know how long I'm going to be on here, because Kevin, he's still young, he's still trying to figure out how to guide the conversation and stuff like that. So what I will say, I'll get my points out and say that I believe that this movie was very Kong centric, and a lot of Godzilla fans will be disappointed in how Godzilla was portrayed, because this was Kong's movie. It was Kong's movie. I hope everybody's seen this. Spoiler warning was already given. This was Kong's movie. Godzilla was here for a plot device.
Yeah, he was just there.
He was a plot.
That's why
he was a plot.
Oh yeah, another fact. That's why they didn't leave a post-credit scene, because they don't know if the movie's actually.
Right, because this movie was filming at the exact same time as the King of the Monsters, right?
Yeah.
They filmed it simultaneously. And so they didn't leave no cliffhanger, because for some reason that movie didn't do as well. And it's because people always like, we don't care about the humans. But then when you give somebody something with the monsters fighting, then all of a sudden people saying, I don't care about the humans. I don't care about the humans. I'm like, bitch, we ain't got the humans. The humans not here. So what are you complaining about? So
I know it's a monster movie, but in the olden
you
days,
have to get somewhere with the movie, and that's where the humans come in, and they basically push the movie where it needed to go in order to get the fights. Hello, like I don't understand.
In the olden day movies, like in the first ever Gojira, they had a lot of character development. Like Godzilla was just like an antagonist. Like we had a lot of fleshed out characters. We had a lot of fleshed out characters, and it still did good, because Godzilla wasn't he was just there sometimes in the original, but it still made a big hit. I don't know why these days people hated when the human characters are fleshed out.
And when I watch clips from the old Japan or Chinese, I don't know where is it from, Godzilla originated from,
Japan.
It didn't look that much more impressive than what we have in the United States. Like, I don't understand what people's grievances are about the Godzilla movies, and I think they're pretty good. I think it was a clear build-up to what we have here, and I enjoyed it. Kevin rates the movies 1 out of 10. I rate the movies 0 out of 5. 0 out of 10, 0 out of 5 for me. And I have this movie at a 3.75. I did say 4 because I feel like they set out to do what they were trying to do. This was not no masterpiece. This was not whatever it was. It is what humans do. They want to get on top of a threat, right? That's what they were trying to do. And that's initially what they did. And to the people that want to see the monsters fight, God damn it, you saw them fight. And it was magnificent. I don't have no qualms about it. What you got, Kevin? What's your rating? Because we about to close this out.
Well, my rating is a solid 7.
7. Okay, I'll give it a 3.75.
I love how many references to the original Godzilla versus King Kong there are. There was like one of the funniest.
The ones from Japan or China.
Yeah, versus the original movie, because in the original one, Kong shoved the tree. Kong shoved the tree into his mouth, and everybody was like laughing at that. And they did the same thing. He used the axe and shoved it in its mouth.
Right. Yeah.
There was so much original references.
So it was cool. I really, really liked it. I enjoyed it. Godzilla did look menacing.
Yeah, he was
very scary.
Because he was just in rage mode every single time they were fighting.
I know, and that's why I feel like I can't connect to him, because he just seems so much like an animal. Like, he doesn't seem like an animal. He seems like he's for the good. He's for the good.
Yeah.
But anyway, what do y'all think? Because I feel like Kong won. They try to make it seem like it was a tie.
Critics,
Like
they got what critics. You got what you wanted. A bunch of fighting. That's it.
no, but what I'm saying, it seemed like they let Godzilla beat one, they let Kong beat one, and then Mega, what is it? Mecha. Well, he didn't win. They
Godzilla was just so weak at that time, and the Mecha Godzilla.
so yeah,
just
he got the
roll.
best. Kong got the best out of Mecha Godzilla.
Yeah, because he actually would,
and that's why at the end it felt so maybe unsatisfying for Godzilla fans because it felt like it was a draw.
Yeah,
but
Kong won.
I feel like Godzilla was just like, all right, man, you got it.
Kong.
So I feel like he was victorious.
Kong didn't really win the fight against Godzilla.
That's what it felt like to me.
because the first fight almost drowned him, left Kong powerless. The second fight,
he was helpless.
Yeah. And then in the last fight,
he was sedated and restrained. Godzilla got the wreck shot.
And inside the second round, Kong gets a lot more hits. He has a weapon now. So he starts slashing away at him, but he doesn't actually defeat him. Like, yeah, sure. Like he knocks him out, he makes him woozy. He jumps on him, tackles him, messing him up. But in the end, Godzilla just got the better hand out of pure anger and rage and just slashed.
But he walked away though. Kong got up.
Yeah, he was too tired. He's like, I just need a breath.
But he walked away though.
And then, but since he was all, Godzilla's been all weak.
We'll see how it goes.
Like he's
hey Moochie, we'll see how it goes. We'll see whether or not if we have some some success. I don't think so in a panorama. Depends on the HBO viewership and what they make at the box office, whether or not they will go back to the drawing board and do more. But I think Godzilla fans are going to be left a little disappointed. I swear, I felt like you were very disappointed today. Because if you definitively won, you would have wore me out. He didn't wear me out. I wore his ass out. I wore him out. Because I felt like Kong won.
Mechagodzilla was a straight bully to Godzilla. He was all weak. He kept on throwing him against building like a bully throwing a kid against lockers.
Okay, so do you want to talk about the humans a little bit?
I remember like the summons.
The little girl was the best part for me.
I remember Gia, Nathan,
Brian Tyree Henry, or Brian Tyree, whatever his name is.
I remember Renzo was
the black guy that was a conspiracist. He was okay.
And we got
Billy
Madison,
Bobby Brown. She was okay.
And Jonah.
Is that from the Spider-Man? Is that the Spider-Man boy? The fat boy from the Spider-Man movie? Dang it. No, okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but
I think his name was. It started with a J, like Joa.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what he was, but
these characters were forgettable.
Like I said, they were forgettable, and that's okay with me because I was here for them, and so that's what I'm like. Critics,
we only got 2 returning roles.
Critics, you have to say what you want and mean what you say. If you say you're not here for the humans, then the filmmakers is not going to make the humans important. They're just going to be plot devices and sidekicks. But then at the same time, they give you beautiful spectacle and all of that. And then you still talking about the humans. We're not even talking about the humans no more. We talk about these fight scenes, baby.
Yeah, everybody, like the people who made this movie, like, what do you want from us? Which one do you want? Or do you want us to do both?
And at the end, it felt so fantasy. Like when they had them spaceships and doing all that stuff, like, and all them lights, it was so beautifully shot. You guys, I'm going to do a non-spoiler review tomorrow so I can touch on the parts that I want to touch on that we didn't touch on in here because, we're doing it together. And I kind of wanted King Kong. Yes, he was doing sign language. I'm telling you, that's what love about King Kong the humanity of him. Like
I mean,
it was just all of that, like that.
No,
He got it.
No, wait. Godzilla showed a little bit of humanity, but not in this film.
Not in this film.
No, in the last two.
He did.
He was shown connecting to the protagonist of the first film. I think his name was Ford or something.
Mm-hmm.
And the characters that brought him back to life.
Mark, and I think they had to kind of even the score.
Mark and the two twins and a couple of the characters that.
But it wasn't in a humane way. Wasn't in a humane way. It just felt like he was like, all right, dude.
Like Mark knew
the way he connected with that little girl just really did something for me. Like I was just like, hey,
yeah, Godzilla like connects with humans, but not in the way that Kong does.
Yeah,
like because Mark knew, like I know, like the last piece of the device that they would use to control the Titans was humans themselves.
And so I will say the humans was very disposable in this. Like all of the big wigs, the people that thought that they had it all together.
The three villains, I think
they got
Ren
crushed.
And the father and the daughter, the two rich people. She was just, there, just making fun of Kong. That's all. Like she was just making fun of Kong.
Right.
And then she ended up getting crushed by Kong.
I hope they didn't make him look soft.
And
they did not. And I think that's what the point was, in order to keep on going with the whole Kong versus Godzilla, or if they'll become a team up, because the way. So Moochie, you haven't seen this? Oh, I hope you watched it, because we're talking about spoilers. I appreciate you for supporting and everything. But I don't want to spoil it for you. But yeah, they kind of teamed up, but he was still. So yeah. Any last words?
It was cool.
It was cool. It was no post-credit scenes, so don't wait for them. They're not gonna be there.
Yeah, it's like because they're kind of worried for this film.
Like I said, I don't think they didn't know whether or not it was gonna.
Yeah, it was gonna do. If it was gonna like fail, like tremendously fail, like they can't leave anyone off a cliffhanger.
Yeah. I feel like it was kind of a cliffhanger. But anyway, we're gonna wrap this thing up, and
they felt like they were giants. They felt like they were actually there.
Oh my God, the destruction that was going on in that movie. I was like, I'm sure all the people are gone. Everybody's gone. No, people were still there. We still saw people.
Yeah, because I thought everybody just
man, they
evacuate.
Them people up. Like you didn't see them, but you saw buildings and you saw people in the buildings. Can you imagine like just buildings being destroyed?
Like people are like, why are y'all selling your apartments? Don't you hear all these earthquakes happening? Don't you see like fire?
They need to have something blaring. So you can
attention,
get out.
Titan attack. Everyone get the heck out.
Y'all, we just had a fire alarm in our building and we had to leave out. And like
I didn't think it was gonna like actually be a problem, but it actually was.
Like I said, you never know. Get the hell up out of there. Hello? That's what we do. That is what we do. So yeah, y'all, that's our review of discussion. I think I kind of reviewed it, but I will review it after
also, I have to give you another reason why Kong won all of that. He has much more battle experience. Godzilla is so much older than Kong, but back then he was like a kid back in the 1970s. He was a kid. He's probably just like a normal adult now. This is an old man. He got all the battle experience.
I feel like animal instinct should always win. Because animals, they really like.
I got animal instinct.
Yeah, you
both do. Everyone does.
But what I say, y'all, the fight choreography, they was fighting like for real fighting. He actually got his shoulder burnt, and his shoulder got dislocated and everything.
He had to actually go to a building.
He had to like. put his shoulder back into place
By
and
smacking
all
a
of that
building.
stuff. And all of that happened after he was almost about to die, and they had to revive him like with the pumps on the chest. What's that called? Not EKG. It's called something that boosh.
They would,
and they
would
did
use
that to
save
him, and he
lives.
came back to life. He was about to die, y'all. Hey, Rick, how you doing, boo-boo? Did you watch Kong versus Godzilla? I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. But I'm telling you, like, he went through the ringer. He went through the ringer, and he still reigns supreme for me.
Yeah.
And that's why at the end of the day, I can leave this movie with
no.
my head held high. And Kevin, not so much. Even though they said it was a tie, they said it was a tie. They said it was a tie because he won first.
No, Godzilla won second.
So who won first?
Who won first? Who won first?
Kong?
What do you mean, like the first fight? The first in the ocean?
Yes. I thought Godzilla won that one.
He did, and he won the second round.
I don't think so. No, the second one is when he beat that atomic breath back in his mouth. That's the one that he won. That was the second one.
Yeah, it was but
okay, so he won the first one.
No, they weren't down for the count. Godzilla wasn't down for the count. He still got up,
but he was
he was knocked back. He's like, I'm still up.
What do y'all call that? Kong versus Godzilla. I haven't seen it, but it's on HBO Max. It's on HBO Max.
And I like how they were able to show us and see everything.
And since you don't follow it or whatever, you could just watch it. Don't worry about the spoilers. It don't even matter. It doesn't follow the stuff like that.
It's just spoilers really doesn't matter. It's just
it don't. It don't really. I mean, like I said, you make your own conclusion. You can interpret how these how they won, if they won, if it was a tie. What do you think? Who won? Do you think it was a tie? I think they tried to make it a tie, but I feel like he won because he walked away. Because he was like, he put his dick, he put that on the table, right? No, not that. He put the hammer down. Not the other thing. Y'all be forgetting that I'm with Kevin. I'm sorry. He put the hammer down. And Godzilla walked away.
Is it? Wait a minute. I think a hero looks like that. Why don't you just say the D word? Wait, you think a hero looks like that?
I didn't say the hammer look like that. I'm saying just like how men are. Like
now, like he was about to. Okay, back to business.
He started roaring. He laid down in the cut trying to chill out and get his burn.
He was like, "Oh no, you think I'm over with you? Oh no, let's go."
Who, him?
No, Godzilla was like, "Oh, you think I'm over?"
Yeah, and that's why he was like, "Oh Lord."
He got up and got the axes. Like,
he got up,
and then he was like, "Oh, yo, we got hoops." And he's like, "Nah, I want."
Right.
You know what? I'm too lazy for this. I'm out of here.
Bye. You walked away. When you walk away from the fight,
Godzilla's just a lazy bones. He's always been sleeping. Wait, that's not fair.
Me too, Rick. That's my boo. Because he always seemed human. He had the human trait with him.
You know how much sides were stacked against you? My kingdom.
You got more stuff going for you than not.
Wait, you have your own kingdom.
You have atomic breath, though.
Yeah.
But what happened, though?
You had
my
great grandfather's piece.
Tore that ass up. You hear me? He tore that ass up.
Come on. You took my great grandfather's spine and used it as a weapon against his great grandson.
He tore that ass up.
Wait.
That's like point blank in the
Wait.
period.
I don't have a kingdom. You have a fully beautiful kingdom. I have nothing.
Okay, Kevin.
It's
It's okay. We going over here. We gonna let you have it. Go ahead. You can't do that. Yeah, young. Those when they showed them shots of him, them close up shots. Oh boy, that was all animal. Like I'm telling you, like that's why I was like, I don't really connect with him. No, for real, I don't connect to Godzilla like that because he is so animalistic. Like he looks terrifying, and the fact that Kong beat his ass. Yes, the same King Kong. He got bigger though. He was huge.
Wait.
He was huge. Similar to, look at this. This is exactly how it looked in the movie.
Wait.
He was huge.
You know, this is a king of the. I'm a king of the monsters.
No, he was huge. He was towering over him like young. I'm telling you, it was great. It was great. It's not even long, Rika. Before you know it, it's over. They didn't overstay their welcome. It was less than 2 hours.
A bit of.
It was an hour and 50 minutes or so.
Yeah, it just went by so quick.
Yeah, it was right. It went by so quick. Like I said, we were the humans was getting us to the plot, and then the monsters was fighting. So it was like close to 2 hours, like an hour and 50 or hour and 55 minutes and stuff like that. But we watched the credits too, so it might. I think what I'm saying might be longer than what it was.
Man, my original Toho era was so much better. I actually had a son. Well, he's in the States.
He's still talking about the Japanese past.
Yeah, in that place, I actually had a kid.
I cannot with Kevin. I was like,
yeah, put him up for adoption. He was useless.
He was useless. I'm getting over it.
No, if you watch that and you saw that turn, he looked so ugly back then.
Ricky, you don't have internet at all? I thought at least you had Wi-Fi. It's on HBO Max. Dang. Well, it's in the movies.
Oh, and he did. Godzilla used some strategy, because on the boat, when they were fighting,
he's still trying to save
no.
face.
No, look,
he's still trying to save face.
No, look, because he was like he didn't have that much footing on. When he pushed him off, he actually ended up pushing Godzilla. I still see it. Still taking time.
I don't know. We got these for him for birthdays or Christmas presents. It probably Target, Amazon, something like that. That's normally where we get his big toys.
Dad got this one from Walmart.
Yeah, Walmart. Okay. So
and
yeah,
this was as well. These are both from Walmart. I don't think they're in there anymore.
You saying he bought both of those?
Wait. Oh no! Wait, you bought Godzilla. He bought Kong.
That's a bullshit. Anyway,
like,
cause I was saying I don't even shop at Walmart like that.
Like Godzilla had like a.
But yeah, we got them from like Walmart, Target, or Amazon.
Yeah.
But he's had them for a long time. Just the fact that the movie came up and we was able to use these as props, that was just the icing, the icing on the cake.
Did you just call me a prop? I ain't no prop. I'm the king of the monsters. Show some respect for your elders.
I'm gonna show you some respect.
I mean, bro, like I'm like, how old am I?
What'd I say?
196 years old.
What'd I tell you?
Hey, you want me to bee slap you again? Because he like Kong made a huge punch on him, and he's like,
Man, them
Boy,
fight
you better-
scenes, I keep telling y'all, them fight scenes, it was something magnificent. I'm not gonna keep on going here because we still repeating the same thing or whatever. I'm gonna go. I have some other things to review tonight while my face is done. So let me get up to that. And so make sure you watch it, Rika. Make sure you comment. I'm gonna do a non-spoiler review after this. And I'll have that posted, and then maybe you can post your comments after you watch the movie on it. Kevin is hilarious. He really is. he beat slap him. He ain't beat slap me. I got him back. But yeah, Kevin is a ham.
I don't know if you know this, but I'm not that smart. So I'll just go.
Oh, so see now he making excuses. Now he making excuses for him because he know he got.
Nah. He has like intelligence level and strategy and fighting.
If y'all mess with Kong, watch the movie. If you mess with Godzilla, you might just be disappointed. I'm sorry, I don't got time. Because I walked out with a W, and I felt like my son walked out the room with an L. He had the curtain. Look, I ain't lied. I'm telling you. When I tell you I ain't hear nothing else out of him for at least 3 hours, he was gone. But it was a tie, y'all. The way they did it, like Roy Jones and whoever he be fighting, they say it's a tie. Okay, but you know who the clear winner is.
Hey. I'm in the spotlight. Get out of the way. Stupid egg. Hey.
Bye y'all. Make sure y'all click like, share the video, comment, whatever you want to do. It's fine. It's a live broadcast, so I don't really care. It is what it is. I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Thanks, Rika. Thanks, Moshi, for being here. Love you guys.
Cheese.